Hello, future millionaire. Today, a special video. Very special. This video might potentially cost me $130,000. And in the process of this video, I explain why. And I'm on the way to Jaguar Land Rover here on the Gold Coast. And I'm gonna get the new I-Pace, 2019 I-Pace, the very first EV made by Jaguar. As a test drive, extended test drive. They are gonna give me the car for I think 1 day or maybe 1.5 days. I'm not sure yet. At least I get the chance to test the charging capability. What happens is I found out accidentally that you can actually charge those cars at existing Tesla destination charger, and that is the entire game changer. Because if you can charge the latest electric cars, those from Jaguar and other manufacturers, at all Tesla destination chargers, then there shouldn't be any range issue whatsoever. I mean, the car itself supposed to come with 500 kilometer range. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Instead, I expect 300. And my driving style is aggressive, so I think with my driving style, I actually expect 250 kilometer for range. And 250 kilometers is far more than I ever do on a daily basis. I mean, the area I'm operating in is Brisbane, Gold Coast, and Byron Bay. That's basically the three locations I go most often. They're all within about 100 kilometer in range, and they're already existing charging infrastructure that's catering to those areas. And this is exactly what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do a real world test. I don't really care about other people's opinion, whether Tesla is more efficient or not. For me, the number one criteria in a luxury car is the car has to be luxurious. And unfortunately, Tesla has never been a luxury car. That has been a problem for me from day one. And based on my hands-on experience at the dealership so far, I-Pace is a genuine luxury car. The interior quality is impeccable. I mean, after all, the company has experience making those cars in the last, I don't know, 60 years or something. I'm not really a Jaguar man or Land Rover guy. In fact, I've never owned one ever in my life. And if they didn't make a new EV, I probably would never have considered that brand for a daily driver. Of course, I always liked their classic Jaguars. Oh gosh, this guy. Yeah, if I was driving EV, I would have throttled to the right straight away, passed by this car. But Lexus is comfortable, but it's not a sports car, particularly not this one. Okay, this is a 2+ton limousine, and definitely not a handling car. Definitely not a handling car. So what I'm trying to do is find my next daily driver, and the number one criteria for my daily driver is actually comfort and luxury, because you're sitting in the car all the time, sometimes making multi-hours trip, and very often I use the car as my workspace, look at information online. So I want to sit down, have a comfortable seat, enjoy the music at the same time. Yeah, basically like a living space. This is how I identify luxury cars. And Tesla, it doesn't matter how good the technology is. Have you tried the back seats of Teslas? They're not comfortable, and they're anything but luxurious. It's not their fault, because they have cut costs somewhere to be able to sell those cars at kind of a gross profit. In fact, Tesla's still losing money after so many years. They have never made a cent on an annualized basis. I used to be Tesla shareholder, so I do know a little bit about them. And I started investing in Tesla when it was $35 per share, but I sold mine very early. Before you reach $100 per share, I sold my shares already. And in between, I traded a little bit Tesla in and out. Sometimes went on long, sometimes went short, but no real results. Tesla is the battleground stock, so I don't even though the company is ridiculously overvalued for a value investor like myself, but it's very dangerous to bet against them, simply because the majority of the shares are held by just 5-6 entities, and if those people don't sell, you got no chance to push the price in one way or another. Yeah. And now I'll come back to the actual topic. Why I'm doing all this on video? I might become a car guy or something. I've always been a car guy, but I never want to truly make videos about cars because they're hard to produce, expensive to make, and takes a lot of time to edit. Plus, car says a lot about a person's character. I'm a very private person, actually. That's the reason I rather prefer people not to know too much about me, personal information. And however, this time it is more than just a car. It is an investment. Based on what I've read online, valuation of Jaguar Land Rover is so low. I think I might be getting the company for free. So whenever I see something of great value, good brand, trading at zero, I think that is a good chance in the long term there's money to be made. However, I know nothing about their products. I know nothing about the company, and I bet most people know very, very little about Jaguar Land Rover too. We all have heard about the brands, have seen the cars on the road, but it doesn't mean you know anything about it. And I have spent a grand total of so far 1.5 hours inside of Jaguar and zero hour in the Land Rover. So I'm anything but competent. However, the greatest advantage I have when it comes to new investment is that I know nothing about it, and that is my preferred position to start with any investment if I know nothing about the investment itself. So this is the big difference, and you can follow me on this journey. If this is investment that can work out in one way or another. I'm sure you can't short this share anymore because it has dropped something like 75%, I think. Don't quote me on that. However, I think a car manufacturer with such a long history, such a loyal brand following, and they sell twice as much cars as Tesla right now. That's the amazing part. Of course, they already sold millions of cars in the history of the company, but right now, annually, Jaguar Land Rover sells twice as many cars as Tesla, and valuations at zero. How do you justify that? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's trading at 50% of the book value or something, but recently, a few days ago, they wrote down $4 billion in investments in the company. So I don't know if this is something worth my time or not, but it all depends on the test drive. If I really love the car, then I know other people will love the car too. Because when it comes to cars, I have very high standards, very, very high standards. And I'd rather have one old, great, reliable, luxurious car like this one here than a brand new shitty car. And unfortunately, due to cost-cutting measures, nowadays cars are made very, very cheaply. So there's only few good brands and good models left that is worth buying in the long term. And in fact, the brand alone does not guarantee quality anymore. In the same brand, like Mercedes, they have very cheaply made cars and very well made cars. Because nowadays cars are designed with a price in mind, not with anything else but price. Those are all listed companies. They work for shareholders. Their job is to make money. All right, we're arriving at the dealership. The excitement starting soon. Okay, we'll see.